Assalamu alaikum. Good morning. I welcome you all guys once again in the lecture of the series of the anatomy and physiology. In the today lecture, we will go to learn about the different type of the body cavities and the spaces which is present inside the human body. Just to go to learn more in detail about the different type of the body cavities and the spaces, we should know about the what is the space and what is the cavity in the human body. The space is the hollow portion which is present inside the human body and which is made up by the different type of the surrounded by the different type of the anatomical structure, but it contain only the fluids or the air. And the difference between the space and cavity, the cavity is again is the anatomical structure, is a hollow anatomical structure which is present inside the human body, but it contains the organs. The space is a hollow portion which is present inside the human body, but it contains the fluid or air, and the cavity is contain the anatomical organs. So this is the difference between the space and fluid. Now we will go to learn about the different type of the body cavities. Now we have the two type of the body cavities inside the human body. The one is called the dorsal body cavities and the second one is called the ventral body cavities. Those body cavities, so we have learned the terms and the anatomical structure and the anatomical lecture, what is the dorsal and what is the ventral. The ventral, the front portion of the human body is called the ventral. जो आपके ह्यूमन बॉडी का जो फ्रंट साइड है, इट इज कॉल्ड द वेंट्रल, एंड द बैक साइड ऑफ द ह्यूमन बॉडी इज कॉल्ड द डोर्सल. सो बाय द दोज एनाटॉमिकल cavities which is present at the back side of the human body, it is called the dorsal cavities. It is called the dorsal cavities. Now what are the dorsal cavities? We have the cranial cavity and plus spinal space or spinal cavity. It is called the spinal space and cavity, spinal cavity. Okay, and what are the ventral cavities? The ventral cavities are those cavities which is present at the front side of the human body, and it is the nasal cavity, okay, oral cavity, and the thoracic cavity, and the abdominal cavity. The abdominal cavity, the other name of the abdominal cavity is abdominopelvic cavity as well. Right? In some books, that the abdominal cavity is divided into two portions, the abdominal cavity and the pelvic cavity. But in some books, it is called they merge together the pelvic cavity and abdominal cavity, and they call the abdominopelvic cavity. Now we will go to the first one. We will go to learn about the cranial cavity, the dorsal cavity. This portion, okay. Now the cranial cavity, how it is made up? The cranial cavity is covered from the top and from the lateral side, from the front and from the back side. The abdominal cavity, how it is made up? From the lateral side is the covered or is made up by the temporal cranial bone and the sphenoid bone. At the front side is a covered or is made up by the frontal bone, and from the top, from the roof, it is made up by the two parietal bone, and from the back side of the cranial cavity is covered or is made up by the occipital bone, and from the floor of the abdominal cavity, the floor of the abdominal cavity is covered or is made up by the base of the skull. Now the sixth dimension of the abdominal cavity is made up by the different type of the cranial bones. Now inside of the cranial cavity, what is the present? Why it is called the dorsal cavity? Because it is the present on the back side. So the dorsal cavity, the cranial cavity, which is a part of the dorsal cavity, what is it? It is contain the brain. Right? It is contain the brain. The 99% it is contain the brain. But inside of the cranial cavity is a space is present. As I told you earlier that the space is the hollow anatomical structure which is present inside the human body, which is filled up with the fluid or the air. Now inside the cranial cavity is a present subarachnoid space. The subarachnoid space, and this subarachnoid space is present between the pia dura mater and pia mater and subarachnoid layer. The space which is present inside the cranial cavity, but this space is present between the pia mater and the subarachnoid layer, and inside of this subarachnoid space is CS fluid is present. As I told you earlier that the space is filled up, is contain the fluid or the air, and the cavity is again is an anatomical hollow structure inside the human body, but it contains the organs. Okay. Now I will go to downward again by the nasal cavity. The nasal cavity, which is present at the front side of the face. The nasal cavity at the front and the lateral side is made up by the nasal bone and the elastic cartilage. By the nasal bone and elastic cartilage, and inside of the nasal cavity it is divided in the two septum by the vomer bone, and the back side of the nasal cavity is covered by the maxillary bone and by the conchae, and the floor of the nasal cavity is made up by the palatine bone, hard palatine bone. So, and the nasal cavity is contain the conchae, okay, and the air filtration, the mucus is present inside the nasal cavity. Now we will go to another body cavity which is present at the front side. That is called the oral cavity. Now the oral cavity, it is now how the oral cavity is made up. The oral cavity is again present in the skull and the front side of the human body. Now how it is made up? The sixth dimension. The oral cavity, the lateral side is mostly made up by the cheek muscles, by the facial muscle, by the masseter muscles, and by the cheek. At the front side of the nasal cavity is made up by the teeth and by the lips. It's covered by the lips and oral muscles, mouth muscles, and by the lips and by the teeth. And the back side of the oral cavity is covered as made up by the oropharynx. And the top of the oral cavity is made up by the hard palatine and soft palatine. The hard and soft palatine. Now, and the floor of the oral cavity is covered by the mandible bone and by the tongue. by the tongue and by the mandibles. Now the sixth dimension of the oral cavity is covered now. Now in the oral cavity, what is present inside the oral cavity? The oral cavity, inside the oral cavity is present Slavic gland. Okay. The tongue and teeth. Teeth is again present between the buccal cavity and inside the oral cavity. And then the tonsils. Okay. The organ which is present inside the oral cavity is the Slavic glands, 3 pairs of the Slavic glands, and the tongue, teeth, and the tonsils. Now we will go to downward and another ventral cavity which is present inside the human body. That's called the thoracic cavity. That's called the thoracic cavity. Now the thoracic cavity is the how it is made up by the sixth dimension. The front side of our thoracic cavity is made up by the sternum bone and 12 pairs of the ribs. Sternum bone, 12 pairs of the ribs and the clavicle bone, and the intercostal muscle and external costal muscles. And the lateral side, both the lateral posterior side is again made up by the ribs, 12 pair of the ribs. And the posterior side, the central part of the posterior side of the thoracic cavity is made up by the thoracic vertebrae. 12 number of the thoracic vertebrae take the part to make the structure of the thoracic cavity. Now, from the floor of the thoracic cavity is made up by the or covered by the diaphragm muscles, and the top, the roof of the thoracic cavity is made up by the base of the neck. Now, we cover the sixth dimension of the thoracic cavity. Now, once again, I will repeat it. For the thoracic cavity, every cavity, you should have to know how these six dimension, the six parts of the thoracic cavity is made up by the different type of the anatomical structure. Now the thoracic cavity, from the front side, it is made up by the sternum bone and the 12 pairs of the ribs and the clavicle bone and the intercostal and external costal muscles. And from the lateral side is made up by the ribs and by the chest muscles, intercostal and external costal muscle. From the back side, again the posterior side of the thoracic cavity is made up by the 12 pair of the 10 pairs of the ribs. And the central part of the thoracic cavity from the back side is made up by or covered by 12 number of the thoracic vertebrae. Now the two portions remaining, the roof and the floor of the thoracic cavity. The floor of the thoracic cavity is made up or covered by the diaphragm muscles, and the roof of the thoracic cavity is made up or covered by the base of the neck. Now, what is the organs are present inside the thoracic cavity? In the side of the thoracic cavity mostly covered by the lungs. Okay, one pair of the lungs and the heart. Okay, and thoracic aorta. Okay, the thoracic aorta. The thoracic aorta is again the pass through from the throat, and the esophagus. Okay, the esophagus, the thoracic aorta, heart and lungs are present inside the thoracic cavity. Now inside the thoracic cavity, another another space is present, and this space which is present inside the space which is present inside the thoracic cavity is called the mediastinum space. Mediastinum space. This mediastinum space is the only space in the human body which contains the organ. In the mediastinum space is the heart is lies. This space is present between the two lungs. If you just go look over here. Now this is the two lungs, and between the two lungs is the heart is lies. Okay, this is a space which is present between the two lungs is called the mediastinum space, and this mediastinum space is contain the heart. Now inside the thoracic cavity, two another space is present. One is called the pleural space. Okay, this is the pleural space. You know very well that the lungs is covered by the two type of the fibrous connective layers, fibrous connective tissues layer, membrane. And these layers, the one layer is called the parietal pleural layer, and the second one is called the visceral pleural layer or membrane. Right? Now the parietal layer of the membrane is present inside the thoracic cage, and the visceral pleural layer is covered on the lungs. It is present on the lungs. Between the parietal and visceral layer is a space is here, and this space is called the pleural space. Pleural space. Between the parietal pleural layer and the visceral pleural layer, the visceral pleural layer which is covered the lungs, and the parietal pleural layer which is covered the parietal pleural layer which is covered the inner side of the thoracic cavity. So between the parietal pleural layer and the visceral pleural layer is the space, and this space is called the pleural space. And this pleural space is filled up with the fluid, and this fluid is called the pleural fluid. And this fluid which is present inside the pleural space is called the pleural fluid. And this pleural fluid is protect the lungs from the external shock, and it also help out in the exhalation and exhalation mechanism of the breathing to collapse the lungs, and it also protect the lungs from the friction inside of the thoracic cavity during the breathing mechanism. Now we will go to learn about the abdominal cavity, abdominopelvic cavity. The abdominopelvic cavity is the ventral cavity. The abdominal cavity is called the ventral cavity. And now how the sixth dimension of the abdominal cavity is made up. The roof of the abdominal cavity is covered by the diaphragm. Now the diaphragm is make the structure, it is make the floor of the thoracic cavity, but here it is make the roof of the abdominal cavity. At the front side of the abdominal cavity is made up or is covered by the abdominal sheet and abdominal muscles. Now the lateral side of the abdominal cavity is covered by the abdominal sheet and abdominal muscles, and the back side of the abdominal cavity is made up by the 5 numbers of the number vertebrae and the back muscles. Now the floor of the abdominal cavity is made up by the pelvic ligament and psoas muscle and the pelvic muscles and the pelvic ligaments. The pelvic ligaments and the pelvic muscles, the psoas muscles, iliopsoas muscle is made up the floor of the abdominal cavity. Now, the abdominal cavity. What are the organs are present inside the abdominal cavity? In the abdominal cavity, almost the organs of the digestive systems and the urinary system is present in the abdominal cavity, and also the reproductive organs of the female is present inside the abdominal cavity, but mostly it is present in the pelvic cavity. Now, what are those organs? The stomach and the pancreas, the liver, the large intestine, the small intestine, the kidneys, the ureter, and the urinary bladders, and the adrenal glands, which is present on the both sides of the kidneys, and then the female, the ovaries, and the fallopian tube and the uterus, which is present in the abdominopelvic cavity. Now, the abdominal cavity and then the spinal, I told you earlier, the back side of the dorsal cavity, another dorsal cavity, which is the suprachiasmatic space, and the suprachiasmatic space which is present inside the vertebral column. This is present between the vertebral canal, vertebral column, and it's the spinal cord is present inside it, and the subarachnoid and the spinal fluid is also present. In the subarachnoid space, which is present, and the spinal cavity, is covered by contain the spinal cord, and also contain the subarachnoid space, and in subarachnoid space is the cerebrospinal fluid is present. Now we will go to learn about more in detail the abdominal region. The two types of the abdominal region, we divide the abdominal region in the two types. One is called the four quadrant region, and the second one, which is the mostly nowadays used in the physical examination and the physical assessment, is the ninth region of the abdominal cavity. Now, how the ninth region of the abdominal cavity is made up, and a four quadrant region of the abdominal cavity is made up. Okay. Now, in the first one, we will go to learn the four quadrant region of the abdominal cavity. Now, how you will go to divide the abdominal cavity and the four quadrant region. Here, we will go to draw a imaginary line. Draw the imaginary line at the midline at the umbilicus level. We draw the imaginary line vertically from up to downward, and divide the abdominal cavity in two portions, right and left. Now, draw the imaginary line at the level of the umbilicus horizontally. Okay. Now the abdominal cavity is divided again in two portions, in the upper and lower portion. But after making the abdominal cavity, dividing the abdominal cavity in the four regions by one vertical line and one horizontal line at the level of the umbilicus. Now the abdominal cavity is divided in the four quadrant region. Now this region which is present at the right side is the right upper quadrant region. This one is called the right upper quadrant region. Now just below of the right upper quadrant region, it is called the right lower quadrant region. Now at the opposite side of the right upper quadrant region, it is called the left. This one portion is called the left upper quadrant region. Now at just opposite of the right lower quadrant region, it is left lower quadrant region. So why the question is arising over here, the why we are dividing the abdominal region in a different type of the quadrants, just because we know what are the type or the portion of the organs present in a different quadrant region. This is the reason we dividing the abdominal region, the four quadrant region, just for the physical examinations and for the surgical procedure to find out the portion of the organ or the. Now we will go to learn the another way to divide the abdominal cavity in the different 9 regions. So these 9 regions of the abdominal cavity is a very famous. It is usually used in the physical examination of the patient or the physical examination of the human body. So how we will go to divide the abdominal cavity in 9 regions. Here we will draw the two vertical line at the mid clavicle. Okay, at the mid clavicle region. Here we draw the two vertical line from up to downward at the mid clavicle bone level. Okay, now at the costal region where the costal angle of the thoracic cavity is end up, we will draw the horizontal line at the costal angle. Okay, we will draw the horizontal line at the costal angle level. Now we will draw the another horizontal line, imaginary horizontal line at the iliac crest level. Okay, at the iliac crest level. Now by drawing the two type of the horizontal line, two vertically at the mid clavicle from the up to downward, and two horizontal line, one horizontal line at the costal angle from the right to left side, and the one costal and one horizontal line we draw at the iliac crest horizontally. Now the abdominal cavity is divided into 9 regions. The first one, we will start from here, from right to the left side. The first one, this one, is called the right hypochondric region. Okay, number 1. Okay, now this is the second number which is present in the center of the both of the chondric region. The second is called the epigastric region. Okay, now the third one. The third one is opposite of the right hypochondric region. It is called the left hypochondric region. Okay. Now number 4, again from the right side, is right number region. Now number 5, which is contain the umbilicus, so it is called the, this is the 4 and the 5th is the umbilical region. Umbilical region. Now the 6th one, this is the 6th number of the region. The 6th number of the region is the opposite of the right number region. Is the left number region. Right? Now again from the right side is the number 7. The number of 7 is right iliac region. Okay. Now number 8, which is present again in the center. This is called the hypogastric region. Hypogastric region. This one is called the epigastric region. This is the because it is the up of the stomach, so it is called the epigastric region. This is the below of the stomach, so it is called the hypogastric region. Now number 9. Number 9 is the left iliac region. Okay. Now we divided the abdominal regions and by the 2 type of the imaginary line. We draw the 2 imaginary line from up to downward at the mid clavicle bone level. Okay, from up to downward, one from the right side and one from the left side. And we draw the 2 imaginary line, one at the costal angle horizontally from the right to left, and the another horizontal line we draw the imaginary at the iliac crest level. At the iliac crest level from the right to left. By this 4 imaginary line, we divided the abdominal cavity, abdominal pelvic cavity in the 9th region. The right side, which is present number 1, is the right hypochondric region, and which is then centered at the just below of the xiphoid process or the xiphoid process of the sternum bone. It is called the epigastric region. And the just below of the at the side and below of the left side of the costal angle, it is called the left hypochondric region. Now just below of the right hypochondric region is the right number region, and in the center or just below of the epigastric region is called the umbilical region. And the just opposite of the right number region, it is called the left number region. And just below of the number region is the right iliac region, and just below of the umbilical region it is called the 8th region, it is called the hypogastric region. And number 9 is called the left iliac region. Now we divided now we well aware, well known about the 9 types of the 9 numbers of the abdominal pelvic region. Now, what are the organs are present in each region of the abdominal cavity? Now, in the right hypochondric region is right lobe of the liver is present, and the hepatic flexure of the large intestine is also present in the right hypochondric region, and the gallbladder. The gallbladder, the liver, and the hepatic flexure of the large intestine is present in the right hypochondric region. Now, what is present in the epigastric region? In the epigastric region is the stomach, the pyloric end of the stomach, and the pancreas. The head and the body of the pancreas is also present in the epigastric region. And the transverse colon, the transverse region of the colon is also present in the epigastric region. And the abdominal aorta. The abdominal aorta, the upper portion of the abdominal aorta is also present in the epigastric region. Now we will go to the left hypochondric region. What are the organs or the parts of the organs present in the left hypochondric region? In the left hypochondric region is the spleen is present. Okay, and the splenic flexure where the large intestine will reach over here. Again, it is a twist to downward. The ascending colon will goes to upward when it is reached at the right hypochondric. It is a twist. So it is the large intestine which is touched to the liver. So it is called the hepatic flexure. When it is reached at the left side, at the left hypochondric region, again it is a touch to the spleen, and then it is a twist to downward and make the descending colon. So this portion of the colon which is near of the spleen is called the splenic flexure. And the tail of the pancreas is also present in the left hypochondric region. And again is the some part, the top of the adrenal gland, left epigastric gland is also present in the left hypochondric region. So now we will go to again number 4. The number 4 is the right number region. What is present in the right number region? In the right number region, then again the ascending colon, the portion of the ascending colon, and the right kidney and the right adrenal gland. Right adrenal gland, right kidney, and the ascending colon is present in the right number region, and ureter as well. Now in the 5th number, which is the umbilical region. In the umbilical region is mostly the small intestine, the duodenum. The duodenum is also present in the epigastric region, but the jejunum, ileum, and the abdominal aorta is present in the umbilical region. Now in the 6th number, which is the left number region of the abdominal cavity, is the left kidney and left adrenal glands and the descending colon. Here the right number region is the ascending colon, or the opposite of the right number region, the descending colon is present at the left number region. Okay, and some part of the ureter as well. Now we will go to the 7th number. The 7th region of the abdominal cavity is called the right iliac region. In the right iliac region, which is just below of the right number regions, it contains the appendix and the cecum. The appendix and the cecum, the first portion of the large intestine, and the ovaries. Right ovaries is also present in the females. The ovaries is also present at the right iliac regions. And in the 8th number, the number of the 8th region is called the hypogastric region. In the hypogastric region is the urinary bladders, the ureters, and the ureter, which is the mostly ureter, is present in the umbilical region, and also when it is reached in the urinary bladder is again the lower portion of the ureter, and the urinary bladder is present in the hypogastric region. In the female, uterus is present in the hypogastric region, and the prostate gland is also present in the hypogastric regions. and the rectum. The rectum is also present in the hypogastric region. And number 9, which is called the left iliac region. Left iliac region, just opposite of the right iliac region is the left iliac region. In the left iliac region, the descending colon, when it is reached at the 9th region, the iliac region, it is made of the sigmoid colon. The sigmoid colon is present in the right iliac region, and the left ovaries is also present in the iliac region, and also the some parts of the fallopian tube is also left fallopian tube is present in the right iliac region. But mostly the fallopian tube is present in the hypogastric regions in the females. So we learned in the today session more in detail about the body cavities and the spaces which is present inside the human body, and we learned the difference between the space and body cavity. The space is the hollow anatomical structure which is present inside the human body, which contains the air or fluid, and the cavity is again the hollow structure which is a present anatomical structure which is present inside the human body, which is contain the different type of the anatomical organs. So we have the two type of the organs. One is called the dorsal cavity. We have the two type of the cavities. One is called the dorsal cavities, and the second one is called the ventral cavities. The dorsal cavities are those cavities which is present at the front side of the human body, and the dorsal cavities are those cavities which is present at the back side of the human body, and the ventral cavities are those cavities which are present at the front side of the human body. So in the cranial cavity, the cranial cavity and the spinal cavity is present, and the ventral cavity is four type of the cavities are present in the ventral cavities: the nasal cavity, oral cavity, thoracic cavity, and abdominopelvic cavity. So and the spinal cavity, which is present in the vertebral column, which is start from the cervical vertebrae till to the number vertebrae, till to the end of the number vertebrae. It is called the spinal cavity, and this spinal cavity is present inside the spinal foramen of the 32 in the 7, 12 and 5. In the 29 vertebrae from the cervical to the lumbar, it is the vertebral foramen is present. Inside the vertebral foramen is called the spinal cavity, and this spinal cavity is contain the CSF fluid and the spinal cord. Inside the spinal cavity is the spinal space, subarachnoid space is present, and this subarachnoid space which is surrounding of the brain and also the spinal cord. It is present between the pia mater and the subarachnoid layer, which contain the CSF fluid, and this CSF fluid is protect the brain and the spinal cord from the external shock, and it also supply the nutrient, and it also excrete the waste product from the brain and spinal cord. So, and we also learned the thoracic cavity, oral cavity, and the abdominal cavity. We learned more in detail about the abdominal cavity, and we learned the two type of the region which is divided the abdominal cavity. One is called the 4-quadrant region, and the second one is called the 9 region of the abdominal cavity. These both type of the region of the abdominal cavity is used by the physicians or by the surgeon to physical examination, to do the physical examination of the patient, and to find out the different type of the organs and the portion of the organs which is present in a different region of the abdominal cavity. I hope in the today lecture you learned a lot, and it will enhance your anatomical knowledge. And the last, I request you all to watch my video lecture of the anatomy and physiology very properly. It will be enhance the grip of your anatomical knowledge in the anatomy and physiology subject. And the last, once again I request you all to subscribe my YouTube channel, and now press the bell button. By pressing the bell button, you will get the new lecture as soon as I upload on my YouTube channel. Thank you so much.